Is for Noel Corny, I think his last name. I think that's how you pronounce it. Epic is Blink and some numbers. Um, Anyways, I'm gonna make this sweet and simple, dude. So go to your settings, obviously. Um, and you know, this is the normal tab you're used to. Switch over to this one. Boom, here we are. You're gonna have to go down to, you won't see all this crap at first, but go down to this one right here. It says used advanced options. Switch that on. Do that. And then once you do that, all this other crap will pop up. Okay, so now these are the settings that I am most comfortable with. So if you say do these settings and a sensitivity is too high, like say you're aiming down sights and it's too high or too slow, we'll raise that up or move that down. Or if say you're building too fast, raise that up, move that down. So I'm just gonna start from the top, go to the bottom. You can pause it whenever you need. Move stick dead zone, top one, I like to leave that at 20. Look stick dead zone, 16. Vibration, on, off, whatever you want. On's better. Controller auto run, on. If you like that, I don't know why you wouldn't. Builder pro build immediately, definitely on. Edit hold time, I dropped that sucker all the way down. Look sensitivity, those are gray, whatever, just leave those there. Build mode sensitivity, I like mine at 1.7. I figured out that was just a real comfortable zone for me. You know, I might start gradually working that up. Edit mode sensitivity multiplier, 2.0. Used advanced options on, obviously. Look horizontal speed, 47 is really good for me. A lot of people are using 50, 55. I've seen people use all the way down to 30, but 47 is just comfortable for me. But I might slowly start working that up again. But once again, 47 is just real good for me. So maybe start at 45, 50, or try 47 if you want. It's real good for me, but everybody's a little different. The vertical speed, once again, make that the same. You can maybe make that a little different if you want, but I just leave them the same. And like, for instance, like if you're looking, say you're not zoomed in looking down your sights and like you're moving over and it's moving too slow, raise it up. Or say if you like look up and it's moving too fast, lower that one down a little bit. So just kind of adjust those as you play. Turning horizontal boost, 16%. Turning vertical boost, 16%. Turning boost ramp time, crank that all the way up to 1.00, 1 second. Instant boost when building, switch that sucker off. ADS, that's advanced down sights. That's when you're looking down your scope. Sorry if I'm explaining too much, but just trying to be helpful. Put the horizontal for ADS and the vertical ADS at 24. That works for me. Once again, if it's too fast when you're aiming down sights, move it down. If you're trying to catch up to people and notice you're dragging behind them, move that up. ADS turning horizontal boost and vertical boost, drop both of those down to 0, because me personally, like when I'm sniping and I crank my joystick all the way, that's what boost settings is like when you crank your joystick all the way. When you crank it all the way, if you have the boost up, it's going to move faster. But when I'm sniping, I don't really want it to move faster. I just want a real even consecutive motion regardless of what I'm doing. So drop both those down to 0. ADS turning boost ramp time, 0.20. Look dampening time, 0.20. Look input curve exponential should already be on that. Make sure that's on. Aim assist strength 100% if you don't use aim assist, because it can get you killed sometimes. Like if someone jumps in front of you while you're trying to snipe, but someone jumps in front of you, it might make you miss your snipe. So on or off, whatever you want to do. If you want if you want the settings off, crank it all the way down to 0%, but if you want aim assist, crank it up to 100%. Use legacy look controls off. That's basically like if you want to use the old school controls, but these new ones are really, really advanced compared to the old ones. So I really recommend don't use legacy look. Turn that off, because these new settings are clutch. All that copy from, just ignore that. Foot controller, if you don't have a foot controller, then just ignore that, leave that off. Mash apply, and really that's it, dude. Sorry for crappy lighting. I have my light off and the screen's blue, so my face is blue. But Yeah, man, I don't know, I hope this helps, but these settings right here will really get you by. You're gonna have to also, with the update, it messed all this up. So I have invert off. If you want to put invert on, I know some of my friends use inverted controls. Most of those guys are left-handed. You know, I have those off. If you need like auto sprint, you know, open doors, you know, or sprint by default, turn that on. Auto open doors, I like to have that on. You know, what's some other ones? I'm not sure if it turns Builder Pro build immediately off, but if it does, make sure to turn that on. You know, I like auto sort consumables to the right on, just that way I don't have to rearrange, you know, the meds and shields and stuff that I'm picking up. Yeah, so just make sure you go through these items, or these icons, and make sure that they're all the way that you like them, you know, the way that you used to play on this screen. But just don't really worry about these, you know, grayed out areas or anything like that. You know, don't worry about that stuff. I don't know if you like the colorblind mode. I kind of like it. I don't know if I'm freaking colorblind or not, but I see way better when this is on. I know a lot of people say that, and you can also see through the storm better, but I'm starting to almost question if I am colorblind, because when I put this on off, like, there's not half of these colors aren't there, so I don't know. Maybe that works for you, maybe it doesn't. If you want colorblind mode, put this guy on the Tritanope. Never tried to pronounce that. I put my strength all the way up. And 2, I like visualize sound effects on. You might already know this, but I put that on. That way, you know, if you don't know what it is, like if people, you know, like if you've ever played on mobile, there's that wheel, and if people are walking or shooting, or there's a treasure chest or a boat or whatever, you know, you'll be able to kind of catch that location. I like to use that. Yeah, buddy, that's it. And if you have any, I don't know what platform you play on, if you're on PC or if you're on Xbox or PlayStation, but if you have any questions about keybinds, I can make you a separate video about that. But that's it, man. Make sure to like and subscribe if this helped you. Really appreciate it. And yeah, dude, I hope you have a good night. Catch you later.